Well, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing some sawing on the LT40 hydraulic. All right, well this log that you see on the mill, along with let's run over here. These logs here were dropped off by a friend who they were clearing some of his land for the electric company, and these were in the way, so they're now here. I am also, it's probably super windy, you're probably picking up the wind noise. See these 4x8s? I hope that the wind isn't too bad. The 4x8s on the deck here are wood. They're wood that I sawed for him maybe 3 winters ago, and they were going to build their house out of it, and they decided to buy a prefab house, so they built their garage out of the remainder, and there's some of the stuff left over. And anyway, long story short, he wants to use the wood that's left over to build a timber frame breezeway, and I've already gotten started on the project, but I need to make 4x4s for purlins for the roof. So I was looking at the stuff he dropped off, and I'm not really happy with the quality, so we're gonna do a little trade. Over on the far side of that manure pile, there are 8x8 12 footers, and they're pretty dry, a lot drier than when I saw that one over there. So I'm going to do a trade. I'm going to saw these into 8x8s to replace the ones that I'm taking, and take ones out of my pile, out of my stock, which are partially dry, and cut those into 4x4s. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to be sawing this new stuff into 8x8s and whatever boards I can get out of it. And I'll be digging through the pile and getting some of my dry 8x8s and putting those on the mill and cutting them into 4x4s. And then those are actually going to go down to the shop and run through the planer, since all the wood in the timbers in this breezeway are plain. So anyway, there you have it. I'm going to get further set up here, and we'll saw some wood. All right, you check it out. The blade's not very sharp. It's leaving a pretty fuzzy cut. But this is a much better quality. This is a much better quality timber than stuff I'm actually gonna trade him for. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a swap for better 8x8s, which will go into the barn. So let me get this off the mill, and I gotta go find a place to put them, and then we'll edge these boards that came off of it. There are the rest of the boards. Alright, this is going to be another 8x8. And, whoops, the quality looks pretty good. So I'm going to put you on time lapse. We're going to get this thing sawn up. I was just able to squeak out an 8x8 out of that. I'll trim off the wane. There's not that much wane on it. I can live with that for barn timber. So just good enough. And the last one is the last log is a 8-footer. I'm just gonna saw that into board. So let me get rid of this thing and we'll put on the 8-footer. That's the 4th log sawn into boards. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna put on a new blade on the sawmill, and then I'm gonna go dig out those 8x8 12-footers and cut 4x4s out of them. So, all right, I'm gonna cut the stuff into 4x4s for purlins. After sawing these into 4x4s, I took them down to my shop and planed them down to a consistent 3.5 inches square, and then a few days later I installed them on the roof.